Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am once again in the car, which means I have seen yet another new movie. I know it's been a long time, it's been quite a bit of a hiatus. There just hasn't really been a lot of films that have come out recently that just kind of, I was interested in seeing. I don't know, you can blame the strikes from last year, you can blame the continuing deterioration of the American film industry. You can blame a lot of things for it, but I'm sorry to say, just the last few weeks, there just hasn't really been anything that hit the theaters that really got my interest up. To be honest, this film kind of wasn't really on my radar, but I figured since I was going to take a break, kind of go to a movie. Went to this one. It's new. Give you guys a review. Anyway, the new film that I saw this afternoon, early evening, was the drama comedy biography-ish Saturday Night, about the first episode of Saturday Night Live, specifically the hour and a half leading into the show. Overall, impressions of the film. Out of 10, I would give this film a pretty solid 7, actually. For the type of film that it is, it's shot pretty well. The acting is good. Even though I'm not hugely familiar with, like, Saturday Night Live, like, the lore and everything moving into Saturday Night, it was a bit before my time. I can say that from what I have seen from clips and from, pictures and things like that of Saturday Night, they did an amazing job with casting. All of the actors did a really good job. It kept you engaged. There were some funny moments, there were some serious moments. Overall, well put together film. If you're a fan of Saturday Night Live, you probably will enjoy this film. I don't really think I need to go into like crazy amounts of detail and spoilers and things like that. It is just one of those things where it's interesting to see everything that goes into a TV show, specifically how crazy and chaotic it is to do a show that's live. Just kind of this revolutionary idea of sorts, where they're not filming beforehand and they're running the film. They're actually going and they're doing the entire show in an hour and a half. It's interesting to see all of the characters just involved in putting together the show. There are some parts in it that really do have really good humor, and if you know a little bit about some of the main people that were in Saturday Night, it's interesting to see how they interact and different things that they kind of allude to. Specifically when it comes to the character of Chevy Chase, they really allude to kind of his, I guess, kind of narcissism, where he's very self-inflated, he doesn't like being put down. Dan Aykroyd and his kind of odd nature and things like that. It's interesting to see all of these people actually like encapsulate these different famous comedians and things like that. So overall, it was a very fun movie. It was a very engaging movie. If you guys like Saturday Night, you'll probably enjoy this film. I don't think you're necessarily getting anything super duper special from going to the movie theater to see it, but at the same time, if you need an excuse to get out of the house, this isn't a bad option for a movie night. So yeah, that's kind of my take. I guess it's a solid film. It's not the best film of the year. It's not this amazing, fantastical thing. And the thing is that my review, I try to give it a pretty generous score, just because I'm not super fascinated in the subject matter. That's kind of the hard part about these biographical movies, and there's a lot of them that are happening. If you don't really know the person, it's kind of hard to judge how they do. You can judge it based off of the way that the film is put together, the acting and sound and things like that. But honestly, the only people that are going to truly fully appreciate a film like this are people that are interested in the show, the person, the people, the time period. So it's kind of hard to be like, oh yeah, this is a 9 out of 10, a 10 out of 10. This is a perfect film for the first, shooting of Saturday Night. And it's hard to be like, oh, it's like a 1 out of 10. It's completely inaccurate. It's absolutely horrible and atrocious. What did they do to my dear whoever? So as somebody who just kind of has like a cursory knowledge of Saturday Night, it was an enjoyable film. It was an interesting film. As somebody who finds, just film and TV and all of that stuff interesting, it was cool to see this like behind the scenes shot that nobody really even thinks about. Nobody thinks about how chaotic it has to be involved with a show like Saturday Night, where they just do a lot of random sketches and it's filmed live. They don't have these second and third takes that they have to deal with. It's all about timing. It's all about getting the right people together, and also the drama just leading into Saturday Night as a show. Specifically, it points out the fact that it kind of came about because of a contract dispute with Jimmy Carson, and that NBC was ready to film or to put on a recording of Jimmy Carson in place of Saturday Night. So there's enough in it that it's interesting, it's fun, it's enjoyable. If you like that kind of movie, you're going to like it. It's a solid film. It's worth getting out of the house since there's not really too terribly much in theaters right now. But anyway, I think I'm done talking about the movie. Wasted you guys' time long enough. Thank you guys so much for watching this review. We try to do new film reviews when films come up. The issue is that we started to experience a bit of burnout, because when you're going to a movie every single week and there's just not that many good movies coming out, or if you go to a movie and you're not really that interested in seeing it, it starts to feel kind of like a drag. It's not really this enjoyable experience anymore, and we started to get emotionally burnt out, and it started to feel more like a chore and a job than something that we were doing for fun as a hobby. So you probably will see a few more new movie reviews coming out, but I hate to say it, we're probably not going to be doing them weekly. We are still trying to put out old movie revisiteds where we watch the old movies. The new Be Visited thing that we're doing, we're trying to do that monthly as well. And then we have a couple other things that we are testing out. This is very much a hobby for us, but we do like your guys' comments. We enjoy your guys' support. So be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments below, and leave us a like, share us with your friends. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing for more movie related videos. Otherwise, see you guys in the next video.